think that a concerted effort should be made when contracts expire, these are 5-year contracts, through some kind of national effort to try to dislodge them from the institutions, whatever the price may be. And I think that if our country and our state are unable to afford to teach one of the major languages in the world, that's shame on us, not on the Chinese in Hong Kong. Of course they will do what they will do. The other thing I would say very briefly is that in the summer of 2013, in advance of the 25th anniversary of the Tiananmen massacre, I called up a friend of mine, a very famous person actually, Andrew Nathan, at Columbia University, and I said to him, do you know if anything is being done to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the Tiananmen massacre? And at that point he said no, he wasn't aware of it. So I decided to do something on my own. It is possible for one person, in my case, one and a half persons, to do something. And I organized something called the Tiananmen Initiative Project. And what I did was to hire a recent Tufts University graduate with computer skills. He put up a wonderful website. We put out some information, and I contacted people around the country to sign a letter to the directors of all the Confucius Institutes throughout the world, not just in the United States, as well as to East Asian centers in the United States and Canada. And I said, the 25th anniversary is about to occur, and you should do something to commemorate it. I don't care what you do, but you should do something. And I actually quoted Confucius. In the Analects, Confucius said, "Not to act when justice commands, that is cowardice." Well, that's a pretty nifty quote from Confucius, and the response from the Confucius Institutes was absolutely nil. There was none at all, and it was designed to embarrass them. An American friend of mine in Shanghai was monitoring our website, and for 2 weeks she said, I can get it, I can access it. And then I contacted her again. She said, nope, it's off the air. It's unavailable. So the Chinese censors discovered the website, which was called June4thcommemoration.org, and they banned it. But nonetheless, netizens in China who know about such things were able to get beyond the Great Firewall. And we got responses from, I got a high school student in Yunnan who wrote to me, someone who had been in Tiananmen Square who had been shot in the leg on June 4th, wrote to me. Wang Dan in Taiwan and other people all signed up. But the point I'd like to make here is that although one person can make a difference, the academic community as a whole, and that's my second confession, that I'm an academic, is very timid, is frightened, self-interested. And most of the people, including some very well-known scholars who signed the letter that I sent out to the Confucius Institute, it's not just a one-person effort, were retired people who had nothing at stake, really. I'm retired myself, but I really didn't give a damn whether I was blacklisted by the Chinese government or not. And I wouldn't have given a damn if it happened 30 years before either, because as I said at the outset, I'm a troublemaker. But most of the people who were in process of building their careers were unwilling to take the very simple risk, it seemed to me, of signing their names on a letter which was not critical even of the Chinese government, but which simply tried to get people to commemorate one of the most important events in Chinese history and to defend the truth and uphold the truth. So I think what we need here really is a little bit of courage. It doesn't take a whole lot of courage, but a little bit of risk so that we can stand up for our principles. And although we cannot transform China, I think, from the outside, we can let people in China who share our beliefs, that there are people outside who believe and are struggling with them. Let me stop there since we're running short on time. Thanks very much.